I tried to get a rebound, and he pushed me in my bag, low key foul. So then, like, I jumped out of bounds, and then I turned around and I threw the ball at his face.
I'm Adam Breneman. This is Next Up. Wild. Next Up.
What's up, guys? Welcome into the Next Up podcast. I'm your host, Adam Breneman. Brought a special co-host with me today, winningest basketball player in Kansas history, Mitch. We're at University of Kentucky again, talking to the Kentucky basketball team. They're one of the hottest teams in the country right now. Before we get there, subscribe. Please, it helps us put this podcast on and make it possible and get the amazing guests we've been able to get. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Blow this thing up. Appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. Mitch, I'm fired up to talk to these guys.
Yeah, man, super pumped to be here. We're sitting down with Lance Ware, CJ Frederick, Brennan Canada, and Jacob Toppin.
And Toppin just had a double-double last night, so it should be fun. You played against these guys, too.
Yeah, they beat our butts in the field. That was last year, but I'm excited to sit down and kind of pick their brains about what's going on with this season.
Yeah. Subscribe. Please support the podcast. Thanks, everyone. Well, appreciate you guys doing this. We're in the, what is this, the Players Lounge? Is that what we call it?
Yeah,
locker rooms. Locker rooms right over there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty nice facility, huh? You guys like it?
Yeah, I mean, it got everything that we need here, so.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't like
not
it.
bad.
Cool spot.
Nah,
Just come in and hang out.
Yeah. Big win last night. How we feeling?
Yeah, that was a much needed win for us. We were coming off 3 game wins, three wins, and we were just understanding that like we had to win this one because of seedings and everything. And obviously, I don't know if you guys seen on that board, but it says like refuse to lose. So like, I feel like going into like the last part of the season, like that's really our mentality. And like, that's what we did yesterday. We just refused to lose. We dominated on both ends of the floor, and we got a good dub last night.
What do you think's been the key to turning the season around? Was there a moment during the season or something that happened where you think kind of, got it going in the right direction?
Yeah, I think after we kind of lost to
South
Carolina, we had a team meeting. And basically the team meeting was basically like saying that we're not going to win every game like from here on out, but, we can't do the same stuff that we were doing. I know even though after the meeting we still ended up losing 2 in a row. Eventually we beat Tennessee.
We won like 7 in a row.
Yeah, we won 7 in a row. Then we lost 2 in a row. But just basically saying like we can't go back on that path. And we had some let up those 2 games, gave some games away, and did some silly stuff. But just I think
honestly, I think it had a lot to do with like just our individual like mentality, because even when we went on that was it 7 game win streak?
Mm-hmm.
When we lost to Georgia, everybody was counting us out, saying we're going to the NIT, we're doing this, we're doing that, like we're not making the tourney, like Kentucky effect, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
But like honestly, like we all had that mentality that like we didn't care about that. Like we knew what we were capable of doing, and we were gonna keep pushing until the end,
like
regardless
we
of the
all know
outcome.
we're not an NIT team. Like
it's like what you said when I was talking to you. Like things can switch in a week, like just like that. Like we had just lost to Georgia, right? And it was like key for all of us to know, like dude, this season's not even close to over. Like we still play Tennessee, we still play Auburn, we still go to Mississippi State, like, and we've won 4 in a row. And now
the way our
people
schedule was set up, it was just like it was just designed for us to make it come back. Like for us, like we had so many tough games in a row.
You guys have your best teams late too. Like if you win next 2, like everyone's gonna be saying, "Oh, Kentucky's gonna be somebody scary to play against in March Madness." Like it's gonna be. It's just so crazy how
it just changed by week. Yeah,
there's like so much outside noise. Like you just gotta try to block it out.
Like sometimes you see it online, like with social media and stuff. Like people change
just like that.
So quick. They change it so quick.
So
quick. They love you. They love you so much, and then you lose one game. That's sky's falling.
Like after we lost 2 in a row, and then we beat Tennessee, and then I put "Don't Switch Up" on Twitter. It went like viral, and everybody was retweeting it and stuff. But like it's just like it was just crazy, like how everybody was, oh, this team's actually good, and it was just like one game, like
And then we lost to Georgia.
And then we lost to Georgia, and the same thing happened.
We're out the tourney.
It's NIT.
There was a lot of noise around the program. I remember, and I'm not even a huge college basketball guy, around when you guys lost some of those games around Coach Cal. Like, do you guys notice all that stuff? Does it impact the team at all?
I'll say for me, honestly, like early on in the season, it actually like kind of did bother me. And then that's when I was like, all right, I need to just delete it and just not even look at it. And I haven't looked at it since, and it actually has been like really refreshing. And like I don't even look at it anymore.
People around you know the most, and like it's you get outside noise and people that really know the least.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's kind of funny though, like to hear
Some
like,
are funny.
like to hear like this dude named Joe all the way in like middle of nowhere, like trying to tell us how to play back, like trying to play us, tell us how to play a sport.
What's the craziest thing any of you have gotten from fans on Twitter? Or anything? Any crazy DMs or tweets?
I mean, it's a lot of it's like last year. I don't know. It's just some crazy stuff. It is some crazy stuff. Like,
come on, give us something.
Come on, dude. It's right on the tip of your tongue. You want to say it?
You got some.
Mine, like the one he told me wasn't that bad, but I've had like this year. The one, did I tell you about the Pat Bev one? I told you about that, didn't I? They would like compare me to Patrick Beverly Shoe, like just stupid stuff like that.
Pat Bev got valid podcast.
He did. Best podcast.
Best podcast.
Great podcast.
Now the one you were telling me was comedy.
Which one?
You got anything? Your face lit up when I asked that question.
Because, I mean, I don't know. And no, I've gotten a lot of like crazy things, but like people are just ruthless. But honestly, like I feel like that can like take a toll on somebody's mental. Like all that negative like remarks and stuff. Coach Cal always tells us to like try to keep the negative way, because like it could really like affect you. Like you can look at it and laugh a little bit, but like then you can see like one comment that like really like clicks, and then like now you're like, damn, now you're doubting yourself. And like honestly, like in the beginning of the year, I feel like a lot of our teammates like was looking at that stuff and it was affecting them, and that's why like we couldn't like really like mesh well together and like build like that connectivity on the court and like win games, because we were just so focused on all the outside noise. And I feel like later on in the season, I stopped looking at the negative comments. I know a lot of guys stopped looking at it, and like it really doesn't affect us anymore. Like you can see a little bit here and there, but like you're not focused on it, and like it changes your whole mindset about so many different things when you're not focused on negativity and you're just focused on the positive things.
It just goes to show like how much like the game has changed. Like even like 20 years ago, like they didn't have to deal with that. Like that outside noise is a lot louder, like because it's so much more prevalent. Like things are right here in your face.
Right.
I wanted to ask you guys, what is your NBA team comprised of only University of Kentucky players? Who are the starters and how far would they go in the playoffs?
Oh wow.
Only Kentucky players.
Only Kentucky players.
Like
if you can make an NBA team with all time, let's just do all time Kentucky players.
Everybody in the prime.
AD
Everybody
at
in
the
their
4 or
prime.
the 5.
Hey, we got to play AD at the
AD at the 4 or the 5.
At the 5.
AD at the 5.
I say AD at the 4.
DeMarcus has at the 5.
Yeah,
DeMarcus Cousins at the 5.
Boogie at the 5. AD at the 4.
D-Book at the
John Wall at the 1.
John Wall at the 1.
Oh, shit.
I want to take Sean Prince on mine. I ain't gonna lie.
Jamal Murray at the 2. I don't.
I need to take Sean Prince on mine. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Shea, bro. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
Shea.
I like
yeah,
Shea.
dude.
They're
just like
he's
I
been
think just
hooping.
everybody in like last 10 years.
I like Shea.
Oh, we forget about D-Book.
That's what I said.
He gotta be in
D-Book,
there.
Shea,
He gotta
like,
be in there.
Dude, let's make a bench too.
D-Book, Shea, John Wall as the guards. I don't.
And how far does it go?
How far are you guys going in the playoffs?
That team's
Their prom.
All in their
All in prime.
That team's pretty
That's
good.
that's a good team.
hard to beat.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. Like coming from a place where you guys have so many like NBA players, like do you guys ever get to like interact with them? Do they come back a lot? Do you guys play like pick up in the summers and stuff? Is that something you guys do?
Well, when I worked out in LA, like you can see like a whole bunch of guys like go out in the summer and they like go work out like at other places, and I actually was working out and seeing Karl Anthony Towns, and it just shows like the love everybody shows in Kentucky. Like it goes a long way. Like even if you don't know each other, like if you know you played at Kentucky or you know someone is playing at Kentucky, like that love is just already there. Like that respect is there. So it was really cool like seeing some guys when I went out to LA to work out and stuff. So it was cool.
No, because like when we was running, like it's like we didn't even know each other, but like it was just like we all kind of went through the same. We both went through the same thing, or like kind of going through the same thing, and we like even like being with Cal and stuff. Like like we had something that we can bond with each other over, and like we never known each other, we never met each other, like so we just have something in common.
Speaking about going through stuff, do you guys do like a preseason like boot camp, like conditioning stuff, like
Camp
what's that
Cal?
stuff like?
Yeah, like Camp. We did this thing called Camp Cal.
Oh my gosh.
What's that like? Give us a.
I don't lie, it was really bad my freshman year.
Freshman year, it was
Why? What was it?
Well, first of all, we weren't very good. I mean, just to be honest, we weren't very good, and like, bro, we wouldn't even stretch, and we had to like run 16s, like
Honestly, for the people who don't know, what's a 16?
like just like sideline to sideline, 16 times. How many seconds you got?
in a minute 30, I think.
Minute 30.
Minute.
16 times in a
Yeah,
minute.
15 touches, everything, no
Yeah,
stretch.
like, you
Like
gotta
we'll do
run.
like a 2-second stretch.
Facts.
And he'd like get on the line.
The worst part is turning around, right?
It was bad,
Bro.
But like this wasn't right before the season. This was
Like during Christmas.
Yeah,
like we do like during
the
Christmas.
season.
Yeah, like during Christmas break.
Like, it was
Wait, hold on.
crazy.
This is
Like,
during
when
the
we were-
season?
Like when school's out and
Yeah,
Christmas.
like when you can
no
have unlimited
we were
hours.
doing that during the season, 2-a-days.
So our
This
stuff
year
we did
wasn't bad.
was usually before.
No, this year wasn't
Last
bad.
year wasn't that fun.
What do you
like
like
when
this
you
before?
last year
our
sucked.
boot camp happens like, you know, like your guys' first practice, like they
Yeah.
do like is it like Midnight Madness for you guys?
Yeah.
So like we do ours the 2 weeks leading up to that. It's like 6 a.m. We do 2-a-days. But like I can't imagine doing that at, like
No,
Dude,
mid-season.
I'm saying
days
at
was-
Christmas.
last
I'm
year,
like,
the
my
days
body's
were so
already
long.
Oh my
dead.
gosh, facts.
Yeah.
It felt like the day was so long. Like last year,
Yeah.
you'd wake up in
Christmas.
the
And then we
morning.
would have to go to sleep.
Like
you
you'd
remember,
wake up
like,
in the
the-
morning, you'd come here, do your treatment or whatever, then you have practice, and then you go to Cal's and you sleep at his house.
Yeah. And
then
Like, that's
you
no
come back
BS. You
here.
sleep at his house.
Like in the bed.
Wait. Back up. This is during Christmas.
like Christmas and right before.
Right before the season. You
Yes.
sleep at Coach Cal's
You
house?
go there and you literally sleep. You find a spot. There's rooms everywhere around, and you
Like
find
the
a spot.
couch,
You
the
sleep. Like that's your
couch,
spot.
floor.
Like you know when you go the next time, like that's my spot.
Facts.
And then you go back and you practice again, and then your day's over with. But then it's like shit. Like the next day, I got to do it all over again.
Remember we was doing like 6 a.m.s and then we would come in here and like literally we would come in at like 6 a.m. or we'll do our workout and literally like everybody would be
sleeping on these
everywhere.
Everybody's dead.
Lights off, like everybody would be
Facts.
asleep everywhere. Like
Crazy.
everybody would be
You
knocked
guys,
out.
is Coach Kyle big fan of 2-a-days? Does he like do the thing where he'll kick you out of the practice in the morning and make you guys come back in the evenings? Or
No, he threatened us before.
says that.
Yeah,
He
threatened
says
us
that a
before.
lot, but it hasn't happened because like we lock in when he says that. We don't want to come
When you
back.
come back.
Yeah, at this point, like we were already up and moving. Like I would be pissed off if I had to leave and come back.
Our big thing was like he thought like if ever coach says something then he kicked us out. Like he was planning on kicking us out before practice even started. Like we could have a
It's
great
all
practice,
pre-planned.
and he was kicking us out. Like it's
Right.
all like in his plan. Like that's crazy.
What's it like playing for Coach Cal?
It's hard.
Tough?
Yeah, it's very tough. I don't think a lot of people can do it, especially for me. Being here 3 years, our relationship at the beginning, I was so like immature. So like he was on my behind like all the time. I mean, like he would like just watch me the whole practice and find one little thing
That's
just to like
facts.
stop practice and like yell at me.
That's
but like
facts.
we definitely built our relationship, and like now, I mean it's still hard, but like honestly, like he's helped me a lot. So like I love him as a coach, but obviously like sometimes it could be like mentally draining, like when he's constantly yelling. But like I've grown accustomed to it. Like it helps me now. So I thank him for that. But like yeah, it's definitely hard playing for Coach Cal.
Does he have any sayings that he would use when he yells at you? Does he have
Oh,
the same
God.
thing he
Oh,
says
my
over
God.
and over?
He say
He'll
he
call
acts
me
like he's
13,
13, all
He'll
types
call
of
me
stuff.
8. He'll say,
Cool breeze.
Oh my
Cool
God.
Breeze was
Cool
yesterday.
2 days ago.
Florida.
He just got a
Oh
Cool
my
Breeze.
gosh. He was
Yeah, I
like,
say
"That
like
cool."
with Cal though, like even though it's tough, but like just like he has so much love for his players. Like
Facts.
I know that if I was like to call a coach in like 5 years and I needed something from him or anything, I know that he'll look out for me. And just because like the relationship that he has with his players, and like honestly, like he'll really do whatever for any of us. So
Facts.
I think
It makes it
like,
easy.
when he's yelling at you. I think thing I use for Coach Self was like, if he's yelling at me, that means he still like cares.
Yeah, he says that. He says that. He actually says that. He says like, if I'm yelling at you, that means I care.
You got to worry when he stops yelling at you. Like, that's
you
like,
got to worry when he stops.
Like, I really messed up. Like,
Facts.
That was big for me because like my freshman year, like you said, like I feel like I was under a microscope 24/7. Like practice was stopped because of me because I didn't box out one time. What? Like,
facts.
Crazy.
I just learned to like hear the message instead of like the voice. You feel me? Like it could be loud.
The tone.
It could be loud.
Yeah.
You just
hear
gotta
the message,
hear
not the delivery.
Right.
Basically.
Tell me the funniest thing Coach Cal's ever said. You ever hear him say?
I know I got something.
It's
a lot.
There's so
funny.
much.
It actually is kind of funny. It's like cheesy funny though.
I ain't gonna lie. That story he told us the other day was hilarious.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Was it 2 days ago or yesterday?
That's up there, bro.
That's up there.
I don't think we can talk about it.
Is it a repeatable
He said,
story?
who are you talking to me? Me? Who you talking to? Me?
I don't think that's repeatable.
I don't know what story we're talking about.
Are we
You
talking
talking
about
the you remember I forgot what the wife
Are you
said.
talking about the one right there?
No, the one in there.
No, the one out there. He's talking about after.
Oh.
He was like, who are you talking to?
When he was
Who
at
you talking
UMass? When he was at UMass?
Yeah. It's
Not repeatable.
Not repeatable. That's not repeatable.
All right,
No, the story. Do you remember he used to say all the time? This one always got me weak when he was like, "I can't wait to go home. I'm gonna kiss my dogs and pet my wife." I always loved it when he said that. I thought that was comedy. He just says the wildest stuff.
But it'd be out of nowhere though too. Like he'd like when the days that you think he'll be like say something funny, it wouldn't even be the day. It'd be like a calm day, and he'll just start making jokes.
I wanted to ask you two about like your experience of transferring, going from one school to another. Like, what's that transition been like, and how's it been like coming to Kentucky, kind of as an outsider and becoming part of the family?
It's been great. Last year I didn't play at all because I was hurt, so I didn't really get like a feel for what it was going to be like. I think the biggest thing is just like, I'm trying to word it right, the standards. Like where I was before, obviously a Power 5 school and really good fans and everything, but the standard here is just, it's national championship and that's what you want, like that's what you want. But that's been the biggest change. But as a player, that's what you want. You want to come to the highest level and you want to compete at the highest level and you want to play against the best every single day and get coached against the best every single day. So in that aspect and being here and just getting better and my body transformed so much and I feel like I've mentally gotten so much better and I love the guys here, like my brothers. And right now we're really clicking, so it's been great and I love it here.
For sure.
Yeah, for me, I mean, coming from the University of Rhode Island, like I was scared.
Why you say it like that?
Because like you going from the University of Rhode Island to Kentucky, like I was. It was actually. I'm gonna tell you a story. So that was COVID year. So we were just getting ready to go to practice before the conference tournament, and we were watching Kentucky play. I forgot who they were playing, and I was talking to my teammates, and we was like, "Yo, like, you think you could play in this game right now?" And they were like, "Yeah." They asked me, I was like, "Yeah, like I would love to play at Kentucky." Next thing you know, COVID hits, and I enter the transfer portal, and Kentucky calls. And I'm like, wow, like this is actually crazy. Like, so I'm talking to Coach Cal, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to KP, Kenny Payne, and I just decided to come here. And obviously, honestly, like that was the best decision I could have made. I don't think I could have become like the player I am today anywhere else. Like mentally and physically, I think this program has helped me in many ways. I've fought battles mentally, physically, and I feel like this is just the perfect spot for me because it's helped me grow like so much, like off the court and on the court. So like I definitely appreciate Kentucky for doing that.
For sure.
What was the biggest difference between Rhode Island and playing here?
No disrespect to Rhode Island, but like it was just very like disorganized and like honestly like it was like the players like didn't really care about like basketball that much. We would argue, like not me, but like some of the players would argue with the coaches and stuff, but it just wasn't like the right fit for me. And honestly, like it was good moving on. It was totally different. Like everything's different here. The program, the way things are ran, it is just a better atmosphere being here.
I wanted to ask you guys, like, what's it like in any of the Blue Bloods? You're gonna have great recruiting. You're gonna have 5 stars coming in after you every single year. I know I went through this as a player. Like, what's it like knowing like every year in, year out, I have to fight for what's mine? Like, there is no handouts. Like, the next guy, he can take that from me if I don't.
Not facts.
I think that's Kyle's biggest thing. Like, he always says that. I don't think like I know anybody that uses the word fight more than coach. He literally says it all the time, all day. Like, he literally texted us this morning, and I'm pretty sure it said fight somewhere in there. Like, but just to be able to, you know, fight and overcome battles. I mean, it makes you a better basketball player, and it makes you a better person. Like, if you were just, you know, to quit as soon as something gets tough, or, you know, it just doesn't do any well in life. So just him helping us learn that, and us being able to, you know, accept that, and just being able to fight for what you want, then it helps.
What was your recruiting process like?
Out of high school, I think that my like top 5 was like Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio State, Providence. But just like when Coach Kyle called me and KP called me, it's like a family atmosphere, and just being able to, I mean, like, it sounds like kind of like cliche and everybody says the same thing. Yeah. But like, I don't know, just I love this place, and like it was actually like a family, and being able to be here. And then I met, after I committed, then I had met Jacob that summer in Jersey. We were working out together. And like, so.
Those are good times.
Yeah, no, it was.
Take me through a Kentucky basketball official visit and recruiting. What's going on?
I didn't have one. It was my COVID year.
I didn't have one.
I'm the only person.
So you came here just like,
we came saying it.
how do you need to see it? Like, let's go.
You never visited before you got here?
I didn't know what I was getting
You
into.
never even seen dorm, nothing?
I didn't see anything.
I didn't say anything.
So you're enrolled
Anything.
at school and you're just walking in
just
first
said,
day?
I'm the only person
I'm
that got
going.
Once you get that call from Cal and he's talking to you, like, hey, I'm good, bro.
Facts.
It's like,
What was your visit like?
I feel like that was like 12 years ago. I literally came like 8 times though. Like, but I think like, I remember like, you know, check-in hotel, they gave you like this big cookie cake. I remember that cookie cake with a UK on it. But then you could visit during March Madness, and it was a few more players here with us, with me. But just kind of seeing Midnight Madness, and seeing all the fans at Rub go crazy, like dunk contest, 3-point contest, and then you kind of go watch practice the next morning. And like that's when it like really hit me, because like you were like Midnight Madness didn't end until like, I don't know, like 10:30. Like everybody's tired, and then like
Right back to it.
Huh?
You just right back to it.
Back to it. Like, yeah. And then trust me, like I didn't even like do anything, and we were out there watching. And like they had practice at like 10 a.m. And I was sitting there, and it was like 2-hour long practice too, and I was literally like dozing off. It was so like I was like, bro, no way. And then that's when I was like, yeah, college is kind of crazy, because like 2-hour practice after you just had that like type of event or whatever. But now like that's like the new norm.
How does like preseason practice differ from like in-season practice? Are you guys like switching it up on times and stuff? Like,
I think it really depends. Like, you know, like what we got going on. I mean, preseason, like we be in here for like 2:30 sometimes. I don't think we had a 3-hour practice.
we've had close to it a couple.
Probably like 2:45.
We had like a 3.5-hour practice once, bro. Did we not? We
Sometimes
did.
it
had
feels like
some
that.
things.
Cal talks a lot though, also.
Bro.
So like, it's like we might be in there for like 2:45, but we're only practicing for 2, because he's going to be telling us a story. Like he'll tell us a story, and then
a
he'll
lot of
yell at
stops in
somebody.
that 3 hours. Like, you're gonna get
The amount of time he
45 minutes with the
blows.
breaks in there.
No water breaks though. That's
The
his
amount
favorite
of
thing to
time
say.
he blows his whistle or practice is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the whole the whole gym could be silent, and he could be
He'll still
talking,
blow the
and
whistle.
he'll just blow the whistle
in the
just
middle of a
because.
sentence. Like nobody's even talking.
I think about that though, like the one thing that as players you definitely don't understand, like coming from Iowa, like a 4-year program, like a lot of the guys stay. Like here you have a new team every single year. You have new guys every single year. So I think that's a really underrated part of what he does. Like he has to get a whole new group of guys to gel and
have the chemistry that
Exactly.
a 4-year
Exactly.
group of guys has been together for 4
Exactly.
years. Like there's something to be said for that, because that's
Absolutely.
hard. Like being around like a place like Iowa,
Yeah.
like where those guys are 4-year guys, like it's there's definitely something that.
And I think that's kind of why we're playing, like we're starting to play better and better and better right now.
For sure. I got a good one for you guys. Who's a guy in practice that's a lot better than people give him credit for, and that you like whenever you switch on to him in practice, you're like, damn, like I got to guard this guy again, like.
I mean, Xavier is always like he's quick, he's crafty. I would say Xavier Kaysen, but like that's obvious.
I would say a dude.
I was thinking a dude when he said that, but like a dude is a nutcase. He'll just do some random stuff.
I would say Saw if you get switched because he's so quick.
Yeah, facts. And little,
so
like he'll just get under you tight.
There's nothing you can really do. You give him a step, but
it's hard. It's hard guarding him.
I was thinking like for us, like we have like walk-ons that would not miss from three. Like they catch the ball.
I mean, BC be having his day.
Coach Tshiebwe gets so pissed off at us. He's like, he's a walk-on, and he has 30 points in one scrimmage. How do you not guard him?
Like when you guys like practice and do scrimmages, do you guys like keep scoring stuff?
Yeah, he keeps scores, but like he'll be like give the red team, like the blue teams, like the starters and stuff, and the red teams like walk-ons, guys in red shirt and stuff like that. He'll give like the second team like a 10-point head start, and every time they get the ball to start possession. And so they start on offense, one possession for the starters, another possession for the second group.
Yeah.
So like the second group always has like twice as many possessions.
See, that's the difference. Like, that's different with us. Yeah.
It's opposite. You guys
like
practice against like the second
starters literally get 12. They'll literally get 12 possessions to like somebody like the other team's 2 possessions, and then they had the nerve to like be like, "Oh, we whooping y'all ass," and I'll be like, "Bro,
you had 25."
If he sees something though, like he'll stop it like mid play. Like he loves like stop. Like we don't actually like scrimmage like full go. Like
you don't go up and down more than like
every single time.
Twice.
Yeah.
Or then he'll like his favorite thing is like he'll be teaching somebody something, and then like you don't know if we're live or not. Like he'll just be like, "Go, go," and he'll blow the whistle. Like,
what are you doing? Why don't you dive on the floor, Coach? I thought you were explaining the play. My bad.
Facts.
I got a good one for you guys. I asked this at Villanova. I think it'd be better here probably.
I hope.
Who would you give your credit card to redo your wardrobe on the team?
I mean, I would go bankrupt if I give it to Lance. This man loves expensive stuff.
Like what you rocking? A lot of Lululemon, a lot of designer. What you got?
These are 2 of the Lululemon heads right here.
I'd probably go with these 2.
I would probably
These
go
2 are the
one
ones
of these
for
2,
sure.
100%.
For sure.
I don't know between the 2. They're both.
I don't know about anyone
I
else.
try-
So he's gonna be the one
both.
that's gonna go broke.
Yeah,
Using your-
if I
using
give
your
it to him,
card.
I'm going broke.
I trust both in that situation.
I'm going broke.
What's the brand you're buying?
He's a designer type of guy.
Like, are you only designer?
No.
He
Only
likes designer, though.
I like designer,
Yeah.
but I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
That's
I mean,
facts.
it's just
Everybody
like, I
likes-
don't know,
Everybody likes
just
designers.
Yeah.
I just like kind of just go buy stuff off my vibe, whatever I'm feeling.
What's speaking of spend a lot of money? What's NIL been like for you guys?
I mean, it's been good. Being at a place like Kentucky where like fans support you,
Yeah.
you know, just having support and like people dying behind Kentucky basketball. Everybody loves this place and love our program. So, and obviously being here, just so many connections being built, between just people who love the program and people you meet along the way. So yeah, I mean, somebody else can add on too.
I feel like a lot of people talk about NIL, but like being at Kentucky, like you don't really have to talk about NIL because like you're at Kentucky.
It just happens.
Like deals are gonna come to you. You
Yeah.
feel me? So like
For sure.
it's been really good for us, especially because like we're at Kentucky. So that's really what it is. Like it's that Kentucky effect. Like you see it on the wall. Like it really helps.
What's the first thing you bought with your NIL money?
We gonna go around the room?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Honestly, I think I bought my car with my like first NIL like
What kind
money.
of car you drive?
CTS Cadillac.
Ooh. Okay.
Same.
What type of car you drive?
Bronco.
That's tough.
Oh, that's
Mine's gonna
that's
sound
That
terrible.
last year, what you buy?
yeah. He's big money.
I bought a truck.
You
Yeah.
bought a truck?
Bought a
what?
truck. Bought a truck.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine was I was saving up for like an engagement ring, so that was the first thing I bought.
That's
That's a fact.
Hey, my girls will get mad at me.
Like, that's a fact.
I bought a ring with my money. That's my thing.
Because I knew, like, I knew with NIL it would be a great opportunity if I could use that money, and that was the first thing I bought.
That's sweet.
Everybody bought like a meaningful thing. I think I bought my first thing was I bought a Louis Vuitton bag. It was like we were like our first game. Wait, I think our first game, New York, and then I bought it in New York when we played Duke.
What's what, like, do you have a favorite NIL deal any of you have done? Like a cool one that you've?
I mean, one was unique was the Dunkaroos thing because like I'm a dunker and like they picked like 5 of the best dunkers they think was in college. So like that was a pretty cool experience with like all the Dunkaroos stuff. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys about that thing that happened at Florida the other day. One of your teammates got grabbed. Was it Kaysen got grabbed by a fan? Like
honestly, like in the midst of it, I thought it was on purpose. Like I thought he was like doing crazy stuff because like on the bench, right before that, he was talking smack, like crazy smack.
That's what made it. That's what made it good. Like the fan
was. You didn't see
that?
I said, wait, the one that grabbed his neck.
He was crazy. I was sitting on the bench and he was talking to me crazy, like telling me like crazy stuff. So at first I thought it was for real, but then after like the game, I watched the video a couple times. Like it was.
Hey, his arm stood there.
I think it was an accident.
He held that for a split second too long. I think.
As soon as he felt him though, like you saw him put his hands up. Like I don't.
They kicked him out, right?
Yeah, they did. They moved him up.
They did.
I feel like at games, like there would be some fans that are so like for the opposing teams that are so vested in it. Like, hey, dude, chill. Like, we go down to like Texas Tech and stuff. They'd have guys writing on whiteboards like reckless things, like doing history search on us.
I forgot where we went.
When we played Gonzaga, that's what they were acting like.
Doing what? Like writing shit?
Yeah.
Like it was last year. I forgot where we went. Someone had a picture of Coach Cal's daughter.
Notre Dame, I think.
Really?
Yes. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Was it Notre Dame?
Huh?
Was it Notre Dame?
I don't think Notre Dame was that bad.
On a sign they had it?
No, you don't know. Notre
Picture
Dame
of her,
court.
and then
they rushed the court.
It said something. I forgot what it
were
said.
They bad during the game?
Yeah, no, that's when they were
crazy.
frying chin.
I don't know.
They're a Catholic school. That's why they.
It might have been.
No, that's like
That's
why we play TCU, like Texas Christian.
Yeah.
They be saying the craziest things.
It's the Catholic schools.
It's the craziest things. And the student sections are like right behind the bench. Like the ones that are the opposing student sections are right behind the bench. Crazy. They get talking. What is your guys' favorite place to play? Like, what's your favorite road environment you guys play in?
I'm gonna say Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. Their arena is beautiful.
Yeah, they do have a nice arena.
Like beautiful.
I've had bad experiences there. Like that's
why Tennessee?
It's kind of like a rival, and then like I don't know. It's just like
Kansas last year
like built up like anger.
Kansas last year was lit until like we started like
whooping their ass.
Yeah, we started.
What y'all talking about? That was no. You guys put it on us last year. That was
what was the play you were talking about before we started?
No, you gotta tell.
Yeah, I tell. I think like I don't know. I had just got in, and then we were like I went up a few times. I went up and down a few times, and then like I tried to get a rebound, and he pushed me in my back, low key foul. So then, like, I jumped out of bounds, and then I turned around and I threw the ball at his face.
I shoved him. I'm like, yeah, bet. Like, he's going to catch this ball out of bounds like it's going to be our ball. No. Threw it right off my dome.
Yeah.
I definitely thought I had a concussion.
Straight in the face?
Straight in the face.
We're going to, for the podcast, we're going to find that clip and put it in right here.
And then, like Kentucky fans are tweeting at me like, "Hey, you deserve this." Like, thanks. I thought me and Lance were cool. Like, I guess not.
For real. Honestly, it was kind of messed up. Though. I said sorry.
Yeah, he did.
I did say
His
sorry.
defense.
You apologized? Yeah.
I got a more lighthearted question. Zombie outbreak. Which one of your teammates are you guys taking with you to survive?
Only one?
You only get one teammate.
Definitely not Oscar.
Definitely not Oscar. Why?
I don't know. He's dumb. He'll do some dumb stuff. He'll probably get us eaten. I don't know.
I'll get us eaten. I don't know. Who you taking, BC?
I was thinking Oscar for a second, but then
he kind of kicked out.
There's like pros and cons with him. Like
I mean, he's really strong.
I'll probably take Lance. Smart guy.
Nice man.
Smart guy.
Who you taking, BC? Me and C. Fred. BC.
Wait, what? BC or C. Fred?
Both of them.
I don't know, dude. That's tough.
He's a big dude.
I would take one of
I'm
these. two.
surviving.
I can't
I'm
take
definitely
JT.
surviving.
You can't take JT.
No, I feel like you would be scared.
I ain't gonna lie, I would take JT, but then like I think that we would start arguing about some petty stuff, and like in
Make some
30
noise.
minutes, like me and him would start arguing over some so stupid.
What is one thing you'd tell freshman year you now?
What's one thing I would tell my freshman
Yeah,
self?
what would you tell your freshman self,
Some-
knowing what you know now?
Probably just to be patient. I don't know. I was like so focused on like where I wanted to go instead of like living in the moment, and like that took a toll on me because like I was so focused on failing and not being able to make like the end goal instead of like worrying about like the moment and like what I got to do like in the moment to be better. So I feel like just living life in general in the moment definitely helps with a lot of things.
What about you?
I just say like enjoy every day. It goes by so fast. So like, I mean, it feels like I just got here and it's already like my senior year. So
Yeah, seeing that on Wednesday, baby.
You excited? Senior night?
yeah, we should be.
You got your speech figured out?
Oh, no,
Speech.
We do speeches.
Do you guys do speeches?
We don't
Doing
do
a
speech.
speech.
I think last year they gave the mic at the end, and they just said like two,
I'm
three
not-
sentences,
I'm
two,
not
three
talking.
sentences, and
I'm
then
not talking.
They be putting
I
us on an
think
island out there, like,
Yeah.
hey, like you got 5 minutes to go. I'm like,
100% not talking.
thank you, mom,
yeah, we
for
don't do that.
everything.
That's kind of dope though.
You guys got anything?
For what, freshmen?
Yeah. What would you tell your freshman self?
I would definitely, for me, it would to be like to take really good care of your body. Like in high school, you could not stretch, eat like pizza before
Just
the
hoop.
game, and then go up 30.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Nah, facts.
And then it took me a couple injuries to figure out that you need to take extensive care of your body. Like this is my 5th year of college. I've done a much better job, but that's what I would tell myself.
Yeah, I kind of say the same thing that Jacob said. Just being able to be patient and just like, you're not going to get to your end goal tomorrow. It's going to take time, ups, downs. Just kind of be in the middle at all times. Don't get too high, don't get too low. So,
What's your favorite and least favorite thing about going to school at Kentucky?
a favorite and least favorite, like just like school wise.
Yeah, just Lexington, Kentucky, anything you want.
My favorite, I mean, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. Like, I haven't really had like any like really hard classes. Maybe I'm just
It's
smart.
super
I don't
easy
know.
here.
Yeah, it's easy.
I think
I'm about to
it
get
is.
Like
this
maybe
band,
I'm just smart. I don't know. But like,
You're probably just smart.
So easy.
my classes haven't been that hard. I mean, I got 2 honorable plaques, so smart guy.
Is that
Honor roll. Okay.
Yeah.
is Rhode Island hard? When
Rhode
you came to
Island?
school?
I mean, considering I probably passed 1 class there.
Rhode Island's a tough school.
But honestly, like, I feel like we just have like the resources here. Like, if I need a tutor to help me with something, like we have like tutors, we have like people who can help us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we had that at Rhode Island, but it was one person for like everyone.
yeah.
Like everyone on the team is just one person, and they would bring like students to help, but like the students didn't really want to help because they had their own work to do. So it was just a mix of that. But like it's definitely
Mike
here
Stone
we have
making
like,
you
the
go to
resources.
class.
Mike
Like,
Stone-
there's
Mike
no-
Stone-
Mike Stone.
There's no
he's
not
good at
going
his
to
job.
class.
Who's Mike Stone?
He's our academic advisor. Like
He's definitely good at his
he
job.
will
Like
do
people
whatever
hate
he
him.
has to do to get you to class.
Like, he doesn't
actually,
care
that's
if
no
you
BS.
yell
You guys
at
have class checkers?
Yes.
Explain for the people that don't know what class checkers are. What are
Oh,
class
man.
checkers?
Like they literally just like you'll see them like if you
They'll ride
Yeah.
around on like a golf cart and with somebody, or they'll just walk into class and
just
Make
like
sure you're
see through
there.
the window.
Mike Stone makes it very obvious when he's there. He'll walk. The class could be 30 minutes in. He'll walk all the way to where you're sitting and like point at you and talk. I need to talk to you.
No, it's the worst though. Like when you got an 8 a.m. or a 9 a.m. and you walk to class and like you're going, right? You're going to class and everything. And then you get the call from Mike Stone talking about, are you in class? And then like as you're walking in, you see him and you see another guy with him. Like, come on, Mike.
Bro, last year it got to the point I didn't even want to have to deal with him, so I just
Facts.
went. You know what I mean?
But I respect Mike Stone though.
I do
Honestly.
too.
Because
He's
listen,
doing
like,
his job.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's
You
great at his
can
job.
literally cuss him out, tell him like shut up, anything. He just does not care. Like he's just like
They get right back to
The way
you.
he speaks is
he
hilarious,
says it back
though.
too. But like it's just like I don't
love
know,
Mike.
just him being good at his job helps.
He will literally get here at 6 a.m. and not leave till 3 a.m. Like if
Facts.
that's what he's got to
Nah,
do.
facts.
That's what he does.
Need
Whatever.
people like that, all right?
Absolutely.
What about you? Didn't give me your least favorite part of Kentucky.
Least favorite, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna say like when I first got here, I didn't like the food, but like ever since I've been here for
What's big out here, food wise?
Anything.
Yeah,
They got
we could get
everything.
anything. Facts.
yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of
Barbecue?
good restaurants out here. I feel
Ooh,
like.
I would say barbecue's probably the one spot. There's not like a great barbecue place.
Yeah, I never really had no barbecue from here.
I would come to Kansas City.
I had
What-
a great seafood, bro. Fire.
Where?
Hey, the ocean a long way away from here.
Huh?
Facts.
So the ocean a long way
I
away
know,
from
but
here.
it was fire. I'm saying,
Fresh.
it was fire. What? Stormy
what-
crab or something?
What's the best restaurant here? If Mitch and I go get some food after this, where's
My
should we go?
personal
You want
preference
money?
is
Like-
Jeff Ruby's or Carson's.
Are you willing to spend
I
money?
love Carson's.
Oh yeah.
Ruby's, Carson's, or Tony's.
Carson's ribs.
I like- wait, what's
Do
fire.
you like Italian Frankendino?
Wait, what's today?
Frankendino's
Sunday?
fire.
Sunday.
Sunday. If we're done, like after this, y'all should go to Carson's. Brunch.
Carson's,
Carson's
100%.
Carson's brunch
Yeah.
is
It's
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
All right, we going? Mitch?
I'm down. I'm so down. I'm so there.
Carson's
gotta ask
brunch
me
is
twice.
fire.
I'll go with you.
I'm a foodie.
Facts.
I'll go.
We going too.
Let me see. Lance, for the people that don't know, what's it like guarding Oscar every day?
It's tough. I mean, he's like, I mean, the stuff that you see, like, that you see him do on TV. I mean, like, that's like normal. I mean, like we were kind of talking about this the other day. Like, if you're 230, you're too little to like, you're not big enough to guard him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like 265 or like 270, you're just not fast enough to guard him. This is like he has like such a unique body type and like how athletic he is. It's like it's hard.
I feel like his game's changed, like from West Virginia. Like I played against him a couple different times at West Virginia, and his change since he's been here has been like crazy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like the stuff that like the numbers that he puts up, is kind of like what he had 20 and 20 last night.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
just
that's a
like,
very regular
that's
thing.
not-
Listen,
yeah,
like
it
that's what we
wasn't-
were telling like people last year. Like they were like people forget like he was getting like 15 and 20 or like 20 and 15 every game.
every night.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's
Like,
not
there
like he's
wasn't a
not getting
game-
doubled either. Like he's gonna get doubled, and people are double boxing him
Yeah.
out. Like he's getting
The
pinched by
start of the
guards.
season was crazy this year.
Nah,
like
facts.
UCLA literally had
Three.
all 5 dudes
Yeah.
in the lane on him.
Nah,
His first
facts.
game back against Michigan State, he had like 20 and 20.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand how
He
crazy
didn't even
that is.
practice.
No, bro.
He didn't practice.
I've
for
never
like a
seen
month.
anything like it.
Like,
Now I'm
15-10's
just used
cool.
to it.
He
20
be
is
putting
wild.
up video game numbers.
We're all
I
just
mean, he
used
had
to it.
28 rebounds last year
Yeah, it was
against
crazy.
Western Kentucky.
Against a 7-foot
That's
big.
28 rebounds?
28 rebounds.
You had a double-double last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
How'd I feel?
Yeah, felt good?
I felt good. My body was hurting, but you know, I pushed through. Oscar had a double too.
What
What do you
all?
have? 23 and 17, something like that.
What do you guys do for recovery? Like, do you guys do big on cold tub, hot tub, massages?
That's recovery
like-
guy right there.
Me?
Yeah, training room and recovery guy.
I'm definitely training room MVP. I'm always in the training room.
Training room, big training room.
Because
guy.
like honestly, like I mean, Jeff, our trainer, he's helped me a lot because like he said before, you have to take care of your body in order to be great at this sport, and in order to stay in this sport for a long time, you have to take care of your body. And that's not just in the training room, that's like eating and everything. So Jeff has helped me a lot with that. And like my first year here, like I did not take care of my body at all. But like as I grown and as I like grown accustomed to like the atmosphere and everything, like I've definitely like taken advantage of all the tools that we have. Like we get like bags full of like recovery stuff. We get like guns, we get Normatex, we get everything that we need to take care of our bodies. But I definitely like do contrast, which is like hot code type. And then like I spend like all the time in the training room trying to just like recover and take care of my body.
Speaking of all the stuff you guys get, like talk to us about the gear. Like Kentucky is known for being prolific with gear. Like is that
very generous.
If you look at our lockers, like I mean, it's stacked up like with like a whole bunch of stuff. We just constantly getting it, constantly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
honestly, like in my room, I have like a whole duffel bag full of stuff I still haven't taken out of the package.
It's like every week you get a new pair of shoes
Facts.
just sitting there. You're like, oh.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
don't
don't
even
have
wear them.
room.
You just like throw them on the top of your locker.
Right, you just
I
throw them in
don't
the
have room
locker.
for shoes anymore. Like they just keep giving us shoes. I don't have room in my locker.
My advice: save everything. 'Cause you can sell it when you're done.
No, facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
facts.
It's crazy. But
No, facts.
I was just say like when you guys. Nah, it's not. Never mind.
I would love to hear what that question was going to be.
What are your guys' favorite hoop shoes?
I like the Giannis's that we got.
New LeBrons. Those have been my favorite.
I was about to say there's gonna be no love for Kobe's. Like,
I wore them
those guys-
last night. They're really comfy.
I was gonna say Kobe's or PG's.
Do you guys get a lot of Kobe's here?
No.
No.
Dude, I'm trying to find them now is crazy. Like I was trying to buy them the other day. Insane. There's
It's
like,
hard.
You're like
It's hard.
ready to fork out like $1,500. Like
Facts.
crazy.
Really?
Yeah, $1,500 for a pair of Kobe's.
Wow.
Especially
You
like in like our size. Like which size shoe you wear?
The 16 and basketball
Yeah.
shoes.
So like
It's
our
hard.
size is crazy to find
Facts.
anything.
What's I mean, you're engaged, but as a big time basketball player, what's it like? What's like dating life like in college campus? Like everyone knows who you are.
This is me.
I don't know who this is.
This is me.
Anyway,
I don't know.
well, I don't know if you're
You're
the best.
off- you're
I don't know if you're the
off
best to answer this question.
I think BC and JT they could knock that one
I
out
would
of
say
there.
like being at Kentucky, there's a lot of distractions. So you have to be wise with what you do. There's a lot of people who are going to use you just for your name and for what you represent. So you just got to be careful about how you approach certain situations.
I think that's
good
the thing,
advice.
it's like people are always watching too. Like
Fact.
that's like people don't understand. Like you're like as an athlete, you're always under the microscope.
Exactly.
Like there's cameras everywhere. And like,
Literally.
that's something that coaches always talk to us about. Is like you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You never know who's watching.
Facts.
We do this rapid fire questions. We're 20 seconds for all of us each round.
So we'll start with you and
We'll start with
just
you,
answer.
and we'll go down.
Go this way.
Best piece of advice you've ever received.
I got a good advice.
30
I would say
seconds.
stay patient.
Don't get too high. Don't get too low.
I just stay humble.
Damn, I was gonna say stay humble as well.
Good. When you're on a travel trip, what's one thing that you'll never forget from your time at Kentucky?
Wait, say that again?
When you're on a travel trip,
Travel.
what's the one thing you'll never
Oh, we
forget?
got cookie plane. I think I'll never forget that. Like
Nah.
we got this plane and they give out cookies when like you're about to land. And like even if you're asleep, I don't go to sleep, but like you can smell them when they're like baking them in the back.
Facts. You wake
it's
up.
fire. You wake up.
On the plane?
It's pretty sweet. I've never been on a plane where they serve cookies.
For me,
And milk.
it'd be like going to the manager games with everybody
Oh,
and
facts.
like just everyone's rooting for the managers and the
Explain what the manager
walk-ons.
games are for the people that.
Yes,
They're
when
fun.
you go on the road, like our managers do a really good job. Like they're always DMing the other team, like you want to play. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
nice.
they're ready to roll. Like they want to play, and if they want to play, like they just set it up and like the whole crew will go and we'll get Ubers, whatever, and we'll go watch them play, and it's a great time. You
It'll be
cheer
intense
for
for
them.
Is this
Yeah,
like the night before the game?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
arguing and stuff. Like we'll argue.
Yeah,
with
I
people
would say
and
I'm
we've had some
crazy.
good manager games.
Facts.
You know, we had
Kentucky came to
high
campus
energy
last year.
games.
Their guys, their managers played our managers in the manager games, and so it's always
sweet.
big. It's always good.
You get to
big
cheer for the managers.
It's good to
Support the
cheer for
guys
them
that-
and like
Yeah.
be with each other. It's just
Facts.
it's a good time.
You know, they support us so much
Yeah.
and do so much for us. So like,
Who won the Kansas Kentucky manager game?
I don't remember.
I don't
I'll have
remember.
to check.
I don't think did they play last year? They did.
I think they did. We'll have to put the stat up.
We'll have to
Hopefully,
find out.
hopefully the
Probably
game
won.
didn't go quite like ours did.
Big Jonas probably had like
We got
30.
No, I definitely played into games too.
I would probably say our late night snacks on road games.
What are those? Chicken tenders?
We usually like if there's
Wingstop.
Wingstop, we get Wingstop,
wings?
and I love Wingstop, so that's definitely a good thing about it.
What's your favorite restaurant
Here or just in general?
in general?
This place in Margate called Ocean. I was about to say Stephen Cookies. It's like steakhouse.
Mine's Ruby's, Jeffrey's.
Tony's.
Mine is
McDonald's.
Wingstop.
It's
Bro,
it's a
he's-
Brazilian steakhouse.
he's
I forgot what
Taco
it's called.
Bell?
No,
He just had to
Texas
take
Day
care of his
Brazil.
body.
I like
Okay.
Texas Day
Shit.
Brazil.
Xbox or PlayStation?
I got PC.
PlayStation.
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 He's big balling with PC.
Yeah,
He's a serious gamer. He's a serious
Who
gamer.
plays? I play the most video games on the team.
Madden or 2K?
I just started playing Madden, so I'm gonna say Madden.
2K.
2K.
Chick-fil-A or McDonald's?
Easy.
I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't say easy.
I'm not gonna say easy
Easy
because
for me.
McDonald's is definitely like a legend and it's definitely helped me
legend.
through some tough times.
The McGriddle in the morning?
That's what I was about to say.
Fire.
McGriddle is off the chain.
There it
That's-
goes. With the hash brown?
Yes.
Gotta get
I've
that.
been playing the hash brown.
Big
I've been playing the
breakfast,
hash brown on the McGriddle.
the big breakfast, the pancakes, all that. I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A, bro.
I gotta go Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A too.
I just feel like it's like a sin to
Chick-fil-A.
say
Answer.
McDonald's.
Except for Sundays, because no
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A on Sundays.
Right.
I mean, I feel like I've driven there like
I've
Yeah,
done that.
I've
Yeah, I've done
done
that.
that
We've all
before.
done
pull
that.
up to the drive-thru and you're like, hey, yo, where is everybody?
I've done that before.
What's your favorite movie?
Get What You Die Trying, like 50 Cent movie.
Coach Carter.
I like The Blind Side.
Great movie.
I would say The Expendables too.
What?
Expendables?
The Expendables.
that?
Second
You ever
one.
seen it?
Second one's
seen
really
it
good.
either.
You never seen The Expendables?
No.
It's
What is it
fire.
about?
It's like
It's about a group of guys who like I don't know.
it's like
fight
Arnold
people.
Schwarzenegger,
A whole bunch of
The Rock. Isn't The
It's
Rock?
a lot
No,
of-
The Rock
no.
in it?
Oh, it's like action or like.
It's
Yeah.
action.
Yeah,
Is it like?
It's like war and crime type.
It's not like no like sci-fi stuff.
no.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't watch that stuff.
It's fire. It's
What's the
fire.
most points you ever scored in a game?
High school, probably like,
Middle school, high school,
yeah.
college?
I don't
I
remember.
don't know, probably like
Damn.
30 something. Like I don't know.
42.
43.
Mine's 43 as well.
Okay. Bucket.
High school.
Who's the best Call of Duty player on the team?
Who's the what?
Not even
Lance.
close. We had Call of Duty
BC.
tournament.
Lance.
We had Call of Duty tournament this year.
As a team?
Mhm.
No way.
They had it right
They
here.
brought like
a whole
literally
bunch
right
of
here.
PCs here.
They brought like
It was
a whole bunch of PCs.
during Camp Cow.
It was fun.
During
It
the
was
second
during
one,
the-
instead of going over to coach, he let us play video games here, and then we went back and
It was
practiced
like
after.
before, it was before the new Call of Duty came out.
Uh-huh.
And then we
probably
got to
getting heated in
play.
here.
We were playing
We
the
got to
beta,
play the
right?
beta version.
Yeah.
And then how many people won PS5s?
3, I think.
Me, Tone.
You, Stink, and Tom.
No.
I do.
Right?
No.
We all got the copy of the game.
Queso.
Queso.
Yeah, I was whooping the ass.
Aisle or window when I'm playing?
Nobody can see me in Fortnite though.
I got what I got.
You're aisle.
You
I
builder?
got aisle.
Huh?
I'm
You're a
aisle.
builder?
Yeah.
Have to.
Aisle or window.
What is it?
Aisle or window playing.
Oh, window.
Really?
I really want the window, but I just feel like I've
You're
been
too
sitting
big
in the
for
aisle.
that.
I mean, no,
It
the
depends.
plane is
It
huge.
depends. Like if you're on a regular plane, right? Like the planes we take, I like the aisle. But like if we're like just
Like
going
if
on
I
a
was going to
commercial
get my
plane,
own flight, like somewhere,
I-
I would get aisle.
I would get aisle.
Unless I get extra row. If I get extra row, I'm going window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, that's the one thing I'm gonna miss when I'm done
It
hooping.
depends on legroom.
Trust me.
You just get on the bus, go right up to the plane.
Facts.
Walk right on.
Yeah, I'm
done.
No
miss that.
security. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
definitely
be
gonna
ready
miss
for
that.
that.
Yeah.
Where will you be in 20 years?
Oh shit.
20 years, I think that I
I don't know
will
where I'm gonna
be
be tomorrow.
like running a business or something, like be CEO of a company or doing something like that.
I really want to go into broadcasting, so I think in 20 years I'll be somewhere doing games or something like that.
JJ Redick.
That would be nice.
Yeah, like kind of like you said, maybe like owning a business, maybe coaching. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably say like a business owner or probably be in like real estate.
Real estate.
Real
You
estate?
real estate guy?
I mean, not right now,
mogul.
but I could see myself doing real estate.
That's what you should use your NIL money for. Start buying some
That was the most
rentals.
random thing I've heard.
Real estate.
I've never heard you say anything about real estate.
I've actually talked to my mom about doing it, so we'll see.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
I
a
honestly,
big
I thought
brain.
about
That's
getting my
dope.
real estate license as well. It's not hard.
No.
It's like a little course you could do online.
Just sell some homes here and there. Yeah.
Brutal.
What
Just add to your resume.
what drives you?
I think my family. Yeah, I got like niece, nephews, and siblings and stuff, and just trying to make the best life for them as possible.
I would say my family and winning, just what that feels like. You want to keep that feeling.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than winning.
I would say my parents, my mom and dad. Just always being there for me, pushing me.
Sure.
I would definitely say my mom, because she's been through a lot. She's like everything we've been through, she has found a way to like make our lives seem easy, even when it wasn't. So I would definitely say my mom. She's definitely done a lot for us. So like, obviously my brother's in the NBA and like he could support some way, but like he has 2 kids, so he has his own family to worry about. So like I want to be able to like actually allow my mom to like not be able to work a day in her life again. So like she definitely is the person who like drives me the most to be great.
I love it. Let's finish with this. What can Kentucky fans expect the rest of the season?
Team, that's going to try to refuse to lose, play hard, and just try to finish out the season as best as we can. Obviously, win games and make a run and just keep on kind of being on the same path that we're on right now, but just continue to get better.
So the same thing. Play really hard. Play together. Like Coach says, refuse to lose.
Yeah, I mean, just go out there and fight the game, regardless of the outcome, and just try to get the win.
I feel like this season has defined who we are as a team and individually. We've been through a lot of adversity, and not a lot of people could get through what we got through. So it shows the mental strength that we have as a team, and we're going to continue to build on that. And the mindset that we have going into the rest of the year is a really good mindset. We're gonna fight. We're gonna refuse to lose, like they said, and we're gonna do what we need to do to win games.
How much does last year's loss to St. Peter's motivate you guys? Like, does that give you guys that extra
Yeah, I
motivation?
think especially for the guys that were on the team, we have a lot of guys that came back, so just kind of like that feeling sucked. I remember just we were like in the hotel and I was just like, what the heck? So just kind of using that as motivation, being able to like we've been in that situation, and like people like they were on us they're still on us. They still talk about that loss, but they just kind of learn from it and move on from it.
It was kind of like a reality check. Like the season, it's long, but as soon as you reach the NCAA tournament, it's a whole new season. Like anybody could be anybody, and like that's what I feel like we didn't really understand. Like everyone's in the tournament for a reason because they're a winning basketball team. Mm-hmm. So you need to understand that whether you're 1, whether you're 16, like you're in the tournament for a reason. So I feel like we have a better understanding of that we cannot take any team in the tournament lightly, no matter the name. So like I feel like that just helps us in a way to understand that like we got to go into the tournament with the mindset that we have to kill everybody that we play.
I definitely feel like you guys are playing your best basketball at the right time. Like
everyone wants to see you guys right now.
Everyone worries about the beginning of the year. Like, you lose a couple games at the beginning of the year. Like, few things are less important than losses in the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
like,
and I also think that like people kind of just get like overwhelmed with that one loss. Like, if you just look back on the games that we won last year, like we had a good season. Like we just we lost one game, and like at that point like it sucks. Like we went to Kansas, we beat you guys at Kansas. Like that's a huge win. Like we had other huge wins where we were blowing teams out by 30.
It shows how things work out because we blew out Kansas, we blew out UNC, and they both were in the finals. So like it just shows what it's really about. Just understanding that like obviously the season matters, but like what really matters is what you do in the NCAA tournament.
I really do think you guys can be like a UNC last year. Like when they made a deep run, like nobody really thought that coming into it. But you guys are dangerous. You have the athletes, you have the shooting, you have the coaching, and you have the fan base. Like I feel like having all that combined, like you got people that are going to travel to games and support you, no matter where you guys play.
Exactly.
Like, in any region, you guys are going to have your fans there. Like, I think that's
Spokane, and we had fans there.
That's crazy. Like very underrated part of March Madness. Is if you can make it feel like a home game, like that's pretty special.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, where were we at last year? Indy, right?
Indy. It was
like just think about Indy. Like it's only like.
We went to London. You know how many UK fans were there?
There were so many UK fans in London when we went.
That's crazy.
It's just like they travel.
Yeah. Love it. Well, I appreciate you guys doing this. Excited to see see y'all finish the season on a strong note, man.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate that.
This was
Appreciate
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I think
it.
you guys might need a Kentucky basketball podcast.
No clue.
We might
Should
need
host
one.
it, you know?
Yeah,
Pretty
maybe.
good.
You.
Why?
No, you.
Oh, me?
You're the
Let's
broadcaster.
do it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You talking about
We tried. We
Yeah,
tried.
I think we should do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
That wasn't too hard, right?
No, that's fun.
Next up.